Set your imagination aflame and journey back to the year 69 AD, the time of tumult and turbulence in the vast Roman Empire. It was a year of political upheaval, known in the annals of history as the Year of the Four Emperors, a time when the imperial throne changed hands 4 times. Amidst this backdrop of turmoil and political instability, a rebellion sparked in the northern reaches of the empire, a revolt that would leave a lasting imprint on Roman history. This was the Batavian Revolt, a saga of rebellion, resilience, and resistance against the mighty Roman Empire. The Batavians were a small Germanic tribe that had made their home in the Rhine Delta, a region in modern-day Netherlands. They were, in fact, allies of the Romans rather than their subjects, supplying the Roman legions with auxiliary troops. In return for their military support, they enjoyed the benefits of freedom from taxation and autonomy in their internal affairs. However, beneath this seemingly peaceful coexistence, discontent and resentment were brewing among the Batavians. The heavy burden of providing men for the Roman auxiliary forces, the injustices they endured, and the perceived dishonor inflicted upon them by the Romans were stirring a storm of resentment. And in this storm, a figure of rebellion arose: Gaius Julius Civilis. Gaius Julius Civilis was a Batavian chieftain and a nobleman who had served in the Roman military. But his loyalty to Rome began to waver when his brother was executed and he himself was arrested under false accusations of treason. The flame of rebellion was ignited in his heart. With the Roman Empire in a state of chaos following the suicide of Emperor Nero in 68 AD, Civilis saw an opportunity to rise against the Romans. He began rallying his fellow Batavians, stoking the embers of dissent into a full-blown revolt. The Batavian Revolt officially began in the summer of 69 AD. Civilis, a seasoned military leader with an intimate knowledge of Roman military strategies, proved to be a formidable adversary to the Romans. He led his forces in a series of successful campaigns, capitalizing on the political chaos in Rome. The Romans, underestimating the strength and resolve of the Batavians, suffered significant defeats. However, the Batavians were not alone in their struggle. They were joined by other tribes from the region, emboldened by the Batavian resistance. The ranks of the rebels swelled as more and more tribes joined the uprising. The revolt was gaining momentum, threatening to shake the very foundations of Roman power in the region. But the winds of fortune are fickle and ever-changing. In Rome, the political turmoil had finally ended, with Vespasian emerging as the victor in the Year of the Four Emperors. With the political situation in Rome stabilizing, the empire could now focus its resources on quelling the Batavian Revolt. Vespasian dispatched Quintus Atilius Cerialis, an experienced general, to suppress the rebellion. Cerialis was a seasoned commander and understood the importance of the task at hand. Not only was the restoration of Roman authority at stake, but also the stability of the empire's northern borders. The Roman forces, under the strategic leadership of Cerialis, began to regain control. They recaptured key territories and won crucial battles, slowly turning the tide against the rebels. Despite the initial successes of the Batavian Revolt, the superior resources and military might of the Roman Empire started to overshadow the rebel forces. Caught in this changing tide, Civilis proposed a decisive all-or-nothing battle against Cerialis. The two forces met on an island in the Rhine, their armies poised for a battle that would determine the outcome of the revolt. However, in a surprising turn of events, the battle never took place. According to the historian Tacitus, Civilis and Cerialis met and discussed terms of surrender, effectively bringing the Batavian Revolt to an end. The details of these discussions remain a mystery, lost to the sands of time. But what we do know is that the Batavian Revolt, this fierce resistance against one of history's most powerful empires, had reached its conclusion. While the Batavian Revolt was ultimately suppressed, its impact reverberated through the Roman Empire. The rebellion had exposed the vulnerabilities of the empire and had nearly destabilized its hold on the northern frontiers. It also highlighted the importance of the Batavians and other Germanic tribes as military allies. The Batavians, despite the end of the revolt, continued to be a valuable source of troops for the Roman Empire. Their services still required, their value still acknowledged. The Batavian Revolt was a significant chapter not only in the history of the Roman Empire, but also in the story of resistance against imperial power. It was a demonstration of the courage and resilience of a people refusing to bow to the pressures of a foreign power. It was a testament to the power of unity, a reflection of the strength inherent in alliances. And at the center of it all was Civilis, a man who, driven by a desire for justice and freedom, led his people against the might of Rome. The story of the Batavian Revolt is not just a tale of war and rebellion. It's a story about the struggle for autonomy, about the fight against subjugation. It's about a people refusing to be pawns in a game of power, choosing instead to rise and assert their rights. It's a narrative that resonates through time, echoing in the countless stories of resistance that dot the landscape of human history. As we delve into the saga of the Batavian Revolt, we are reminded of the indomitable spirit of humanity, of our unyielding resolve in the face of adversary. We are reminded that history is not just a chronicle of empires and emperors, but also a testament to the resilience and courage of people who dared to challenge the status quo. Even in defeat, the Batavians left a lasting legacy. They demonstrated that even the most formidable powers could be challenged, that resistance, while fraught with risks, was a path to dignity and respect. This message, carried through the annals of history, is perhaps the greatest victory of the Batavian Revolt. The Batavian Revolt ended, but the story of the Batavians did not. They continued to play a significant role in the Roman Empire, their warriors serving in the Roman army, their lands becoming a vital part of the Roman frontier defense system. The Batavians, while ultimately unable to break free from Roman influence, left an indelible mark on the tapestry of Roman history. In the grand narrative of the Roman Empire, the Batavian Revolt stands as a powerful testament to the spirit of resistance, a reminder of the courage and resilience of those who dared to challenge the might of Rome. It is a story that inspires, a story that resonates, a story that reminds us of the power of unity and the strength of conviction. It is a story that, despite the passage of centuries, continues to speak to us, its echoes resonating through time.